Looking forward to creating magic together with you. Hello humans, my name is Esther Favor, or you can call me Esther, and I'm a graphic designer with over 5 years of experience in graphic design. I love to say design is my passion. I know it sounds super cliche, but it's true. I love telling stories through visuals, especially when it comes to album art designs, poster designs, book designs, editorials, and the like. So today I'll be walking you guys through how I created one of my favorite album art pieces last year, and I worked with this super amazing Nigerian artist. His name is Wizard Chan. If you're into design, storytelling, or just curious about how ideas come to life, you're in the right place. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, or just leave a like. Any works for me. Thank you. And if you're watching on Instagram or TikTok, don't forget to follow me. My handle is at Series 8 Visuals. Thank you again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to creating magic together with you. Looking forward to creating magic together with you. Thank you.
Thanks for staying. So this is just a quick snapshot of the video. The full tutorial will start in a second. Okay guys, so I got the message from my client and this was the image he sent. The next thing I did was to hop on Pinterest and create like a mood board, or well, more like a Pinterest board, because that really helps me align my thoughts. And I use the keywords dark album art, bold font, something like that. And I got some really dope options that really helped or guided me. And just so you know, I'm actually recreating this design, so I'm gonna do my best to make it look like the original version, but it's a recreation. Okay, so after getting my inspiration from Pinterest, I went into Photoshop. I set up my canvas to 1080 by 1080 resolution, 300 and 8-bit. Then the color mode was like RGB, since it's just digital. I'm sure you guys know this already, so let me skip it. Next, I created my artboard and started putting all my layers together. So side note, I got the element from I think Shutterstock and Freepik, or I used a couple of different sites. I don't have the links anymore, it's been a while, but I just grouped everything to make it easier for this process. Then I added some effects, and I'm speeding up the video because honestly I don't necessarily remember the exact step-by-step process, and if I try to explain everything in real time, guys, will be here forever. But if you slow down the video, actually you'll see the effects I used, so I'll stop talking for a bit. So here I wanted to create this kind of like divided facial effect on his face, if that makes any sense. I mostly used the gradient map, and I added the curves, which kind of like helped separating the lightning and bring out a different complexion from the other, like a division sort of. And the curves actually did make it more solidified, and the gradient map helped with the blending. Another thing I used a lot was the color lookup. It really helps clean up the overall look of the image and just made everything come together nicely. For the font, I used the AG Century Old Gothic. For the name, the artist name, because it's a very bold and simple font, nothing too shouty. It's a sans serif, no, it's a serif font actually, and it added like a bit of elegance. For the album title, that's Messenger, I also used the serif font. Even though it almost looks like a sans serif, I chose it because of how it looked and the inspiration I pulled from Pinterest. I wanted to go for something very bold and striking. Then I added some effects to the text using the bevel and drop shadow. Definitely watch this part because there's something to learn from there. I used the bevel to make it look more embossed. I think the settings I used here were inner bevel, chisel hard, the global light was on, and I think the size was around 30 or something. Please watch this part, like if you want to learn how to like make your text look sort of like 3D or sharp, chisel sharp hard. Other fun part I added was like little spikes at the end of the font to give it that kind of like chiseled, edgy vibe. I really liked how it came out, and in my opinion, it looked clean and strong, of course. And finally, after the typography and visual balancing, I use the color lookup, my lifesaver. I use one of my favorite features in Photoshop, which is the filter gallery. So of course, I had to use that. I went to the texturizer. I chose the canvas option, set the scaling to about 79 and the relief to around 4. And voila, that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys liked it, and I would love to create more with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next one. Thank you.